Welcome back to my episode reviews of the original Rescue Bots cartoon. Today, we're taking a look at the episode Big Game. In this episode, a big game hunter comes to Griffin Rock and steals Optimus Prime. We begin with Optimus Prime once again testing the Rescue Bots, this time with a foot race. And I like how Optimus transforms into his new Dino Mode, or Primal Mode as he calls it, while passing behind some large rocks in the foreground, thus hiding his transformation and making it easier on the animators. It reminds me of that one bit with Ironhide in the '86 movie.
Come on, Boulder, you can do this!
I think I can.
This is a reference to
The Little Engine That Could, one of my favorite Earth tales. Nice to know you've kept up with your reading, Boulder.
Hey, you stole my line, Optimus! Also, I didn't really notice until this episode, but it looks like in some shots, they are actually using 3D models of the Rescue Bots instead of 2D animation. And for the most part, they look pretty good. Although it does look a little weird and kind of jarring when they cut from 3D back to 2D. Unfortunately, during the race, Optimus's primal form takes over, and he goes on a rampage around the town. I like how they make a reference to Jurassic Park with this citizen's cup of coffee. Watching Huxley's news coverage is a big game hunter, Quint Quarry, who decides to go after Optimus. And on the wall of his home, we can spot two pictures of him having captured some gorillas and a cheetah. Maybe a reference to Optimus Primal and Cheetor from Beast Wars? After capturing Optimus, Quint brings him back to his private safari island, where he dubs him a Dinobot.
So what if the authorities keep us from stalking real animals? I have something even better to set your sights on. The Dinobot!
Actually, you could consider Optimus a Dinobot, but he is not the Dinobot. That's a totally separate character. I like how Danny gets to prove that she can do techie stuff too, as she finds out who it was that stole Optimus. Ah, as if I needed another reason to love her.
From what I've read, Corey catches and releases. He won't hurt anything too expensive to replace.
Well, at least he doesn't murder the animals that he's caught, so he's not super evil. I'm guessing that because this is a younger kids show, they felt they needed to point out that no cartoon animals were harmed in the making of this show.
Find him. That man messed with the wrong family.
Sure did.
Ow.
Aw, Bleeds! You are so cute! I want to kiss and make it better. Apparently, the Greenses used real dino DNA in the creation of Trex, making him partially organic, technically a techno-organic.
Might as well give up now, Dinobot. I'm the best. I'm in the record book. You can look it up if you don't.
Clever girl.
If Quint Quarry sounds familiar, that is because he is played by Jim Cummings, who you may know as Dr. Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog, Darkwing Duck from Darkwing Duck, Pete from Goof Troop and other Mickey Mouse related productions, Razul the guard from Aladdin, and countless other voice roles that you've probably heard him in. Seriously, I'm not even halfway through his IMDb, and there's already too many for me to list. But I think my favorite of his roles is Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too, both of whom I love. I cannot tell you guys how much I absolutely love Winnie the Pooh. I don't know why. I think it's because I grew up with the show as a kid, but I just adore Winnie the Pooh. Seriously, if or when I ever get the chance to go to Disney World, and if I get to meet Winnie the Pooh at one of those character meet and greets, I'm probably just going to cry like a little girl. Wait, they have a Winnie the Pooh ride and character meet and greet at Disneyland? Oh no. You guys, I have to go to this now. Come TFCon LA, I definitely have to take an extra day to go down to Anaheim and go to Disneyland. I mean, I'm already planning to do that for Galaxy's Edge, but now Winnie the Pooh too? Okay, I have to get back on topic before I cry from joy. Can you imagine if they had Jim Cummings at TFCon? No, I can't. I just can't think about getting to meet the voice of Winnie the Pooh, or else I really am going to cry. Okay, so... Oh great, now I'm thinking about shopping for all the cute Winnie the Pooh merch at Disneyland too! No, stop it! I've gotta finish this video! Okay, so this isn't Jim's first or last foray into the Transformers franchise, because he actually voiced a few characters in the original Transformers series. The Technobot Afterburner.
Far out! Fantastic! I'm Afterburner! I'm raring to burn neutrons and see some heavy action!
Mellow out, Afterburner.
Whose alt mode looks a lot like Chromia's. Seriously, why did we never get a repaint of Chromia as a gender-swapped Afterburner? Anyways, never mind that. He was also the Terracon Rippersnapper. So it's funny that he played a character from each of these combiner groups. Too bad Shattered Glass Afterburner's color scheme wasn't based on Rippersnapper, since all the Shattered Glass Technobots' color schemes were based on G1 Terracons. That would have been a nice subtle nod to Jim Cummings having played both characters. Oh, and apparently he also voiced a Sharkticon in one episode. Jim would also return the Transformers in Robots in Disguise, where he played the crustacean-inspired characters Clampdown and Thermidor. So he's certainly no stranger to Transformers. And honestly, he would be a big guest to have at TFCon. If not for his Transformers roles, then his enormous and beloved filmography of other characters. Anyways, back to this show. The Autobots determine what will help Optimus is basically an Energon boost. So I guess this episode is just one giant Snickers commercial. All they need to do is give Optimus an Energon snack and he'll be fine. You're not you when you're hungry, Optimus. Grab an Energon cookie. But before they use the Energon cookie on Optimus, Boulder decides to test it on himself. And he scans his new Dino Mode! Yay! Boulder's a triple changer too now! And another beastie! Aww! He reminds me of Hoist from Rescue Bots Academy. Boulder goes wild, but Frankie slaps the patch on his belly and he returns back to normal. But Corey captures the Burnses and the Rescue Bots. So Boulder and Graham arrive on the island to save Optimus. Graham throws the Energon patch on his butt, and Optimus returns to normal. Corey attempts to steal the Rescue Bots, but they break out, force him to land, and capture him. But while the team is having a wholesome moment, Corey slips away, probably to return in a future episode.
And that means we'll be waiting.
Sure will. Ow.
Aw, Blades! He's such a cute, soft boy. Well, this was an okay episode of Rescue Bots. I like how Boulder got his new Dinobot Mode. That was pretty cool. It's also weird how this episode kind of feels like a combination of two other episodes from previous Transformers series. Optimus Prime going feral reminded me of the Beast Wars episode Call of the Wild, where the Maximals beast modes took over and the Predacons hunted them, similar to how Corey was hunting Optimus. Likewise, there was the episode Prime Target in G1, where another big game hunter, Lord Chumley, tried to bag Optimus Prime. But overall, this was just kind of an okay episode. Well, what about you? What did you think of this episode of the original Rescue Bots? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you here next time for the next episode of Rescue Bots, Too Many Cades. I don't think there's any such thing. So I'll see you back here next week for that.